Hi everyone, so this is something a lot different. It's a vlog and it's to show you all my favourite crystals and quite a lot of things that I'm into. So it's just a little bit of an intro about myself to do with crystals and spiritual things that I'm into. So I just thought to go through all these beautiful crystals that I have. Honestly, I have got quite a lot of crystals, so you'll notice that all of them are not here, which is not surprising. Every time I go to Glastonbury, I go pick up a new crystal. Yeah. Or if I go around town and I spot a little shop which does fairies, or again if I'm in Glastonbury, I do automatically go and see if there's another fairy that I would like as well. So it's kind of a thing I do. So I've really picked up quite a collection. I do try not to pick as much as I used to because obviously there's only so much you can store in your house. And obviously my partner is like, you have too many. So I need to calm down a little bit. So yeah, I thought I'd start off with, it's a bit of a choice here because I've got quite a lot of choice to talk about, so I'm not quite sure what to tell you about first. So looking at the table now, because there's quite a lot on my table. There's quite a lot to the side of me as well. I think I'll start with the lighthouse. So, I am quite a big person into going to the beach and sitting by the sea, hearing the waves, and also going for a paddle in the sea. I think it's quite a calming thing to do, and I think it also helps me just to reconnect with my mind, helping me to reconnect with myself, helps me to de-stress. And I think that's the good thing about going to the beach. I like to collect shells when I'm down there. So I've got plenty of shells. And the bathroom is more of a sea theme. So there's plenty of shells in there. And I have this thing about lighthouses. I don't know what it is that I do like about them. I think it's because there's not so many of them around anymore. And I think it's because they look just so different from other things that I've seen. So whenever I do go to like Llandudno, I always seem to pick up a lighthouse figurine. And honestly, I'm trying not to pick up any more because I do have quite a lot of lighthouses too. Weird, I know. So, what else? There is also that in Llandudno, because we were talking about Llandudno, I picked up, it's got an eagle in it and it's made out of glass, as you can see. If I just bring it a bit closer, you can probably see it here. And it's beautiful. I love it to bits. So yeah, I picked this up in Llandudno. And it's also to let you know that one of my favourite spirit animals is the eagle. I feel the eagle gives you freedom, the ability to set yourself free. And it is all about you feeling free in yourself, being able to do what you want to do, being in control of your life. So this is what I think the eagle is trying to represent. You being the strongest character and trying to let go of things that don't matter to you anymore and that don't need in your life anymore. So basically the past, letting go of the past. And the eagle is definitely something that has always helped me through in the times of need, and I do call upon the eagle quite a lot when I feel as if I need that assistance. So yeah, that is one of my beautiful figurines with the eagle in it, as you can see. So What else can I say I picked up? Wow. As you can see, I've got 2 amethysts. One is in the shape of a love heart, and the other one is like just a beautiful place, and you know, it just sits like you can next to a bookcase and stuff. It's just brilliant. And you know, these are just brilliant, lovely pieces, and I love these, and they're so great for holding, and they're just so great for healing, and just to I use them quite a lot with altars. So I put them with other crystals, I put them with my altars, and when I'm creating mandalas, I always seem to have an amethyst in the centre. So, because I feel as if that brings a lot of energy to the crystal mandala that I'm creating. So, these are my favourite amethyst pieces. A very, very long time ago, I picked up a rose quartz crystal. This rose quartz crystal, it's got quite a lot of colours, you know, colours that you wouldn't expect to see on a rose quartz, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece, and I don't know, it's grown on me, and I've had it for so long that it is one of my favourite pieces, and I do keep it in the bathroom, and I don't use it quite regularly. It's more of a sentimental one. I like to just keep it around at home. So yeah, that's one of my favourite rose quartz crystals, as you can see, and it is quite different. Okay, so also I've been quite a lot of places abroad, and when I've been abroad, I picked up a few crystals which are like, wow, where did that come from? And this one is an amethyst, and it's Tenerife. It's from Tenerife, and it's also got a camel on it. I also picked up a few of these from Lanzarote, and they've also got a camel on it. So I've picked up quite a few pieces from various places. Also, just to let you know, I'm quite a traveller. In a minute, it's kind of slowed down a little bit because of the pandemic, and also because there's been quite a lot going on. So I haven't been able to travel a lot recently, but I am quite happy with where I have been. So obviously, as you know, I go to Glastonbury. I go to Glastonbury probably like 3 or 4 times a year. I try to keep it up. It is quite a long place to go. Well, it's a 3-hour drive. I don't mind the drive because I'm used to driving. It's down the motorway. But if I do go, I like to spend a few days there, and I would normally, you know, rather than just going for the day, I would definitely spend a few days there, and I would go around visiting each of the different parts of Glastonbury, so the shops definitely, and then also not just the shops, but I would also go down to the Abbey and Chalice Wells, and in Chalice Wells Gardens you can pick up some iron water, and they say it has specific healing energy, so that can help you, so that's always good. And it's just a lovely area for you to go sit and meditate. So I find Glastonbury quite a beautiful place for me to relax and unwind and de-stress. So it's just a place where I can go just to have a bit of freedom, really, and a bit of time to myself, and definitely take my crystals and do crystal mandalas. So it's all the time for that. Other places I would like to travel, which is probably going to be a bit difficult. Not sure when I will be wanting to do it. and when I will be able to do it, but is Egypt. So I can't remember where I picked this up, but I am so glad I did. It's such a magnificent piece. And, you know, it just always reminds me how much I just want to go to Egypt. I always do. There's so much I want to go and see, just the pyramids. And yeah, I've just always found that it's such an interesting place to go, Egypt. So yeah, this is one of my favourite pieces that represents that, how much about me that I want to go to Egypt, or just to show you that I'm really into all that kind of things. So that is my beautiful pharaoh. And also, just to let you know, I am into a little bit of Buddhism. So I do watch a monk channel on YouTube and I listen to what they say about important things to do with life, how you can look after yourself and things that can make you happy to help you during your changes within your life. And I think it's very interesting. I think it's very informative, and it does help me, and it also helps me to stay very positive and helps me to move forward from anything that's really worrying me. So I do feel I have a little bit of Buddhism inside of me, which I do like to pick up. So you'll also, the one thing that I do have is quite a lot of Buddhas. And if you do take a look at my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time, I do have some videos on different Buddhas. So if you want to check that out, you can do. Okay, so what else? Yes. So, agates. I absolutely adore crystal agates. I think they look magnificent. They're just so beautiful and shiny, and there's so many different coloured ones you can get, and this one is my favourite. I picked this up in obviously Glastonbury. What a surprise. And it was from an interesting shop. And yeah, so I've got quite a lot of pieces of agate as well. This is a clear quartz, and about 2018, roughly around about 2018, I studied angelic Reiki, and the teacher who taught me angelic Reiki, she picked up this clear quartz for me to use during my healing, and also for me to connect with the angelic realms. So it's a beautiful clear quartz piece, and I do feel that it does connect well with what I connect with when I'm meditating, which is the angelic realms. And I like to go talk to my angels, ask them advice, and listen for any messages that they like to help me with. So this is my brilliant piece of clear quartz, one of my favourite pieces. This I picked up, and it's a tiger's eye star crystal. So I like that piece as well, because I like how it's in the shape of a star. So I think it's a bit different. This is a smoky quartz crystal, and I picked this up from somebody who was selling basically a lot of crystals at the time, and she had a sale on, and it wasn't from Glastonbury. It was not far from where I live, actually. It was from somebody who, yeah, was selling a lot of things. And I saw this, and it was going for quite a good price. And I thought, well, you know what, I'll treat myself. So I got this piece. And it's a beautiful piece, and you can see there's so many. Yeah, it's just got loads of points of smoky quartz, and it's just so shiny, and yeah, I love it. This is a sunstone crystal, and this is one of the biggest pieces of sunstones that I've got, and I always like to use this one to bring me a great deal of joy to my heart, because sunstone brings joy to you. So that's sunstone. And what else? What else have I got? Okay, so I've got two really nice fluorites here. One is in the shape of, as you can see, like a pyramid, triangle. It's a beautiful piece of fluorite there. And then I picked up another piece of fluorite here, which is a cluster. Beautiful rough piece of fluorite there. And then also I've got a fluorite crystal ball as well. So that's a nice piece. And I've recently just ordered a serpentine crystal ball as well. So I can't wait until I've got that. Because that can be used for aura massages, which is a facial massage, and you use serpentine. So I've got that as well. And then a rose quartz crystal ball too. Beautiful piece. I've also got a nice piece of desert rose here. And I've also got a big piece of citron. And this citron I use to cleanse my crystals. So I place crystals on it just to cleanse them. And leave them overnight. And yeah, I think it's just a great piece just for cleansing crystals. Excuse me. And then I'm into dragons. So I have a beautiful piece of a dragon here. I like to try and draw dragons as well. I never used to draw as much, but since I've started drawing, I've got better. So I do like to try and draw dragons. So I've got that. I'm into cats as well. So these two cats here, one represents light, one represents dark. That's how I feel. So when I'm in a crystal mandala, I put one side and the other side of that. I just love cats. I think they're very spiritual beings. Well, animals, shall I say. And I really do connect well with cats. I'm more of a cat lover. And, you know, I've always had cats in my life and I've grew up with them. So I think they're quite an interesting animal to be around, and I think they're quite helpful and they're quite comforting, and they do give a lot of assistance, and they know when something's wrong, and they know when you're ill or when you're not feeling things right. And I've just always picked that up with cats, and they're quite loyal and got quite a lot of confidence, and they know how to feel freedom. They know how to be free and independent, and that I do feel a lot from cats. So yeah, these are my two favourite cats. And yeah, just looking around now, see what else I'm missing out. Oh yes, I've also got my Jasper cat. Recently only got this. Because I'm an Aries, Jasper is quite a lot to do with my birthstone. So, and also jasper is quite a grounding crystal, which is what helps me to stay grounded. Jasper does. So I do carry a lot of jasper around with me. And also selenite. This is one of my favourite pieces of selenite. It's so heavy. But you can put a candle in it. And then on top sits one of my favourite fairies with a unicorn, as you can see. So I think that's it for the table. So the only thing which is at the side of me is my animal totem crystals. Every time I go down to Glastonbury, I pick one of these up. So, and I always get what appeals to me at that time. So I've got the eagle, which is a clear quartz one. I've got aventurine with the wolf. I've got the rose quartz with the butterfly. I've got the jasper with the cat. And I've also got the dragon, which is another beautiful piece of crystal. And then I've got a frog as well. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of animal totem crystals as well. So that's all my crystal collection that I'm going to show to you tonight. I just also like to take this opportunity just to say that thank you for all the support on the YouTube channel. Not been able to update with quite a lot of my videos, but it's been quite a busy time for me, and I will put up as many videos as I can to do with different crystals that I've been looking into, that I've picked up again, and also I've picked up that I need to do a few more spirit animals, so I'll do that. And it's also just to let you know that I'm quite a lot into Halloween. A couple of years ago I did a few Halloween videos, and it was talking about different ghosty times, and like the Chained Oak, which is near Alton Towers. So if you want to check that out as well, you can do on my YouTube channel. I don't think I'll be doing a Halloween video this year. I might do. I'll just see how it plans out. So I'm not entirely sure yet. We as a business, Blue Butterfly, have got quite a few events coming up. So in November we're travelling down to Nottingham, and then our next events will be next year. We'll be travelling down to Cannock and various places. So I think Nottingham is going to be the furthest place we've travelled. So it'll be quite a lot of new people we'll meet at quite a different place to be. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And we're going to have quite a lot of things on our store, quite a lot of new things. So yes, stay tuned for that. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, or if you follow us on there, then you'll notice that the events that we're going to and all the things that we sell and the healings that we do. So check that out. And yeah, from the pumpkins here and from me, even though it's not just time yet, but it's nearly time. So stay tuned for more videos. Happy Halloween. Make sure you watch your spooky videos, Hocus Pocus and that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to show you, if there's anything more you'd like me to talk about, and I will do. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos and subscribe to those beautiful butterfly wings. Thank you. Goodbye.